infinity of length and breadth. This is the mightiest stage in the world, and only one man and a machine are on it, dancing a fantastic ballet. For 44 years, Treble 1 Squadron of the Royal Air Force, to which this Hawker Hunter belongs, has written history in the skies. Its battle honours are threads of purest gold in the brilliant tapestry of British wartime aviation. Palestine, 1918. The Battle of Britain, 1940. North Africa, 1942. France, 1944. Italy, 1945. Honours in times of peace, too. Treble 1 was the RAF's first high-level fighter squadron, and from its winged ranks sprang the greatest aerobatics team that Britain has ever known, the Black Arrows, the most distinguished plume in the cap of fighter command. This man knows freedom of movement and a sense of power which can only come through iron discipline, the discipline that a pilot rigidly imposes both on his machine and on himself. The squadron's nerve centre and its training ground is in the green heart of Suffolk. Ad stantes, standing by, is the motto of Treble 1. It is a motto which might equally well apply to fighter command itself, now an integral part of NATO, standing by in the general defence of the West. The sleek black bodies of the Hawker Hunters, with their swept-back wings, give the aircraft an almost uncanny impression of flight, even when they're on the ground. Their name dramatically describes the role for which these turbojets were intended. They must hunt, and, like the Hawks, they must be as fleet as the wind in the pursuit of their prey. It costs £100,000 to train a fighter pilot, and twice as much as that to build a Hunter. Figures like these help to bring into sharp focus the vital contribution made by the station's ground staff, and it gives their job an importance matched only by the job of the pilot himself. The men of Treble 1 would be the last to claim that life at their station, Watersham, is an unbroken sequence of high flying and taut emotion. That popular misconception is probably the inheritance left to the squadron by the Black Arrows. There's plenty of routine at Watersham, the kind of routine a station must have before it can justifiably boast that it has achieved the maximum state of readiness. The ensign is run up at the start of a new day. Before it is lowered at sunset, Treble 1 will be just that much nearer perfection. And for the pilot, that much may represent the difference between failure and success. As for the inner man, well, here again, nothing is left to chance. You can get pretty hungry up there among the clouds, you know, with not so much as a naffy wagon in sight. As aircraft designers keep pushing the barriers of speed and space further and further back, the need for the ultimate in safety assumes paramount importance. Ejection seats have saved many lives. They're one of the most worthwhile products of the push-button age, and serve as a sobering reminder that as long as man ventures into the skies, the element of risk must be taken into account. The pilot, busy at his controls, can't afford to dwell too much on this, so it is up to the scientist at his desk and the ground staff at stations such as Watersham to ensure that the margin of safety is as wide as man's ingenuity can make it. In the control tower, preparations are being made for the daily interception exercise. part of the routine of all squadrons of fighter command. For this, 3 hunters will be needed. 1 as the target, 2 as interceptors. Just 3 aircraft, but behind them will lie all the resources of Wattisham. The telescramble lines over which the pilots get their takeoff orders from the control tower are connected. The alert is sounded, and within minutes, the pilots are ready to take off. This may be just another exercise, but it is going to be an exact replica of the real thing. One doesn't have to pretend for the purpose of the exercise that the station is standing by for action at an instant's notice. This is the actual state of readiness at Wattisham. The advent of the missile age has ordained it, and fighter command is geared to it. At a tracking station some distance away, one of a whole network that cover the United Kingdom, a radar screen picks up the story. The 2 interceptors get their orders to scramble, and the exercise is on.
Portal C, mission 3-1 and 3-2 airborne. Coming on to 4-0 to Angels 5.
Mission 3-1, 3-2, Portal C. Receiving you loud and clear. Maintain your present vector. Have no radar contact yet.
3-1 and 3-2, roger. Maintaining.
Mission 3132, Portal C. Have you radar contact? Your target, 12 o'clock, range 75. Target height 30,000. Speed 0.8 Mach and heading south.
3132, roger.
Your target going to 2 o'clock, range 40. Turn starboard now to 170.
3132, roger.
When you come out of the turn, your target will be at 12 o'clock, range 25, same heading. Target height still 30. 3132, target's range is now 10.5, height now 32,000, speed 0.8 Mach, maintain your present heading. 3132, your target is slightly right now, 1230, range 2. Are you contact?
3132, affirmative, contact. Coming in.
And that's it. The interception is over, the enemy attacker has been destroyed, and the hunters return to base. The pilots of Treble 1 are the natural successors of men who fought the Battle of Britain, and their planes are the heirs to the Spitfire which served Britain so well. Treble 1 does not resent the fact that it is mainly through its now disbanded aerobatics team, the fabulous Black Arrows, that the squadron has achieved world fame. On the contrary, the brilliant honors won by the Black Arrows have given the squadron a prestige and, incidentally, a recruitment boost it might otherwise never have enjoyed. The pictures you're seeing now are historic in that they capture, at the very height of their fame, a magnificently coordinated team that is no more. A page of glory that can never be erased from the history of aviation. In times of war, it is the squadron leader who directs his men towards the target and afterwards away from it. His brain must think for all. So, as the Black Arrows take to the skies, what better person than the squadron leader to take up our story?
For Treble 1 loop. Smoke going on now. Changing now into a voodoo. Away. And then we're finished.
The Black Arrows have flown into history. But Treble 1 Squadron lives on as a tribute to the Royal Air Force. A powerful deterrent to anyone foolhardy enough to think that the warning in the squadron's motto, "Standing by," is nothing but an idle boast.